Welcome everyone to another season of Beyond the Adventure. Today's episode is the Super Troopers 2 film and locations up at the Quabbin in Massachusetts. Let's get started. So for the opening shot here, I wanted to show you guys the Windsor Dam entrance to the Quabbin Reservoir, and here is the new Season 6 intro for Adventure Wednesday. I included a couple clips from last season, such as the frozen Wakahona Falls and also Eastern State Penitentiary and Mount Tom Ski Lodge. So here we are getting started with the episode. I'm going to be quiet for 1 second. Another season of Adventure Wednesday. As you just saw from the opening shot, today I'm up at the Quabbin Reservoir in Massachusetts. This man-made body of water built between the years of 1930 and 1939 disincorporated 4 towns. Dana, Enfield, Greenwich, and Prescott were all removed to make room for Boston's growing demand for more water. Just recently, this location was featured in a couple scenes from the movie Super Troopers 2. I'm here today to do a spoiler-free filming location adventure, and to keep it spoiler-free, I'm only going to show you guys clips that were shown in the trailer. Now, let's get started with our first spot. Okay, so first off, I keep saying the word meow, and here it's kind of a joke. It's one thing that kept continuing for the first Super Troopers movie. Anyways, heading up here, this is one area that you can actually park and walk up to the dam, and the other one is on the other side where the state police headquarters are. But anyways, last fall, I believe it was sometime in September or so, right when the leaves were starting to change, they were actually up here filming a couple of scenes for Super Troopers 2, and the word got out around town and it was on the news and stuff. I'll put a few of the articles up here so you can check them out. But anyways, I had gone up here a bunch of times when I was younger. We used to go up here fishing and everything in the boat. This was actually the first place that I ever saw a snake. So it's the first place that I ever saw a snake swimming on the water, and I was completely terrified. This thing came swimming right up to our boat. Anyways, this shot right here, you can see in the trailer, this is when one of the troopers is going to talk to whoever is in the bus. I don't want to give anything away in case you guys haven't seen the movie yet. Now, heading back to the truck, once again saying meow instead of now. This is a really cool spot. I recommend if you're ever up there checking it out. Those are environmental police and also state police boats, and all those trees that were dead over there on the side got hit with some sort of blight or Asian longhorn beetle or something like that. I forget exactly what it was, but they all got killed from some disease or some invasive species. Anyways, the next scene that I wanted to show you guys is on this road here. And it took me about 2 drive-throughs completely going back and forth on the strip to figure out exactly where it was. But see, right when you come up around this corner right now, I'm going to have a little picture pop up in the corner of the screen. You will see that grate and that rock. The rock and the grate are right there. I just drove past them. They obviously used a drone or a truck with a crane on it or a cherry picker on it with a camera and a dolly system up there to film that scene. But I don't know if they got permission to fly drones up here or not, because this was right after they had banned them completely up at the reservoir. So I'll be interested to see if they did use drones for that, or they just accomplished that shot with a crane and a ladder. This is the other shot that I wanted to show you guys when the mounted patrolmen come up on the horses, and you can see all these shots of the islands in the back. Now, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a short little clip in 2 seconds right there. I'm pretty sure that was the spot where they filmed it after I was going through and editing and looking at all the footage. I kind of thought that place really looked pretty darn close to where they actually filmed that spot. Anyways, here is the Enfield lookout. This is a spot that I always stop when we come up here on the motorcycle to take a peek out. It's a really good vantage point. There's also another vantage point. If you guys have already seen the episode, I'm going to be going up to there in a minute. It's a tower. I believe it's called the Quabbin Watchtower or just the Quabbin Tower. Anyways, like I said before though, this was four towns originally, and what happened was Boston needed more water and they chose to block off, if I remember this correctly, it was the Swift River, and they diverted the water from the Swift River, and here they moved all the people that were living in this land. They moved all the houses and everything that were around there and took all the bodies out of the cemeteries, filled up that watershed, ran an aqueduct going from there to another reservoir, and then from the other reservoir it went to Boston. And then since that point in time, they actually split off the aqueduct to go to different towns like Chicopee and I think Springfield as well. Now here is the center rotary end there, and here is the tower that I was talking about a second ago. So going up here, once again, you will see another no drone sign right there. They were absolutely everywhere, and from what I can remember, I saw those in a couple of the different Massachusetts state parks, and then all of a sudden when Quabbin banned drones or aerial photography up there, all of the no drone signs disappeared in Massachusetts state parks. All the parks that were around me, all the signs got taken down, and all the signs are up there now. So I'm not sure if they just gave them to all the parks and decided that we needed them all for the Quabbin or not. But anyways, the top of the tower here, one thing that I can't understand is why people have to scratch the glass. Like, you put your name and your birthday on there. It's gonna be kind of easy to figure out who the person was that left the graffiti. But anyways, when I was younger, these windows used to be pristine, crystal clear. You could see out them. It's kind of hard to get the camera to focus on the distance without picking up the scratches on the glass and wanting to focus on those. Here's just a couple of long shots that I tried to do here, but you know, the glass isn't clean, there's scratches on it like I said. But there's a really tall mountain out in the back. It's called Mount Zion, and also there is an area near there where they wanted to release rattlesnakes that were bred in captivity and put them on an island. But the problem was that the island wasn't really an island, because in the summer when the drought happens, it's actually a peninsula. It's connected to land. It's surrounded by water on 3 sides. Anyways, this is the plan failed to put the rattlesnakes up there. They decided to keep releasing them on Mount Tom. But here's just a view of the top of the tower here. Really cool. They just have a bunch of equipment and things like that for monitoring weather and, you know, different stuff of that nature, air quality. And they also installed a little hut on the outside to manage or to, you know, maintain and report on the air quality in the area. So anyways, coming up in the end of the episode here, that is going to do it for today's episode. I put a couple links up above and down below in the description there for a different time that I went up to the Quabbin, where we went to explore one of the abandoned ghost towns, or one of the towns that they actually moved to make room for the water supply. So if you want to check that out, those links are down below. Thank you guys very much for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I'll see everybody tomorrow for Thungry Thursday. Peace.